She has put a stake in the ground. She's Michael A. Jacob.
Yeah.
Hi, Michael. Welcome. How are you doing this afternoon?
Oh, I'm doing great. Yeah. The sun's out, sort of,
Ye-
out
Yep,
here.
yep, yep. And this is a virtual fireside in the heart of winter. Tell me, where are you joining from? Is it the great state of Oregon, or are you in Washington or some other
No,
place?
I'm in Oregon. Yeah. About 25 minutes from Portland.
25 minutes from Portland. That's
Yeah.
far enough from the, the cooking pot of Portland, safe enough, and yet not too
Exactly.
close, not too close to the ocean. Stay away from the
Oh, no,
Pacific Ocean
no.
because it's too cold at this time. So
A little bit, yes.
okay, okay, this is so cool because we first met in 2016 thereabouts.
Yeah,
There was a
somewhere like
book
that.
fair somewhere in Cannon Beach in
Yes.
near seaside, and we interacted. Do you still remember anything from that
Oh,
meeting?
I remember a little bit. It got a little windy for a minute, but then it was fine.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I walked up to your table and I was like, he got so many books. I got only one tiny book.
I think I only had like 4 or
Or
5 at the
only, don't
time.
say only four. I mean, at that point, I'd written only two, but you went to four thick books that, man, it looked like the American tax diary, or it looked
Oh,
like
come on.
encyclopedia
It was
of Britannica, whatever you call it. It was thick volumes. I mean, intimidated even talking to you. I don't know if you realize that.
Oh.
So it was a good chance meeting because from then we have stayed in touch. We've done some
Yeah.
other collaborations together, and I feel very blessed about that. But
Yeah.
let me ask you a question. When did you first feel you have an itch in your fingers or in your mind to tell a story or to write a book?
Um, it's strange. I was about 12.
12.
Um,
Wow.
so I would write down dreams I had.
Hmm.
Um, but I didn't really like write stories from them yet. I would do like just
Hmm.
I would just write like little snippets of stories, like little
Hmm.
ideas that would go in my head, and I would just kind of write them down, jot them down, and
Wow.
eventually I went to one of the dreams I had, and I was like, "Huh, let me see if I can flesh this out." And
Hmm.
so I kind of did. I didn't finish it.
Hmm.
I didn't finish it until like 25 years later, but I had
Okay.
started
That's
on
okay.
that. So,
Very interesting. Around the age of 12, 12, I was still a bedwetter. I was still getting into so much trouble in my village. 12, everybody said I was going to end up in jail. 12, I didn't know that the people could even write their thoughts at 12. So kudos to you. I doff my hat to you. Uh, so the more I learn about you, the more I realize you are truly a phenomenal woman.
oh, thank you.
You are good in the arts, you're good in the sciences. At one point, you dabbled into writing films, dabbled into accounting, the
Hmm.
world of sciences. You worked with a top technology company from a few years back. So how is it that everything comes so easy to you when some of these things are so challenging to us?
I don't know about it coming easy. I'm just one of those people. I like to learn new things,
Uh,
and if I'm going to learn it, I'm going to do it the right way. I'm not going to just kind of get half of it done and just and
mhm.
throw it away. I want to immerse myself in it, and so
Wow,
that's
wow.
that's how it ends up being. This It looks easy on the
Yeah.
outside, but I actually put a lot of work into.
Well, it's the people like us who think it's easy. Certainly, it's not easy.
Mm-mm.
Is this something that runs only in your bloodstream, or it runs through your bloodline or heritage from your mom? And uh, is that?
Uh I think, yeah, because yeah, my mom was, I guess you could say she was kind of like a Renaissance type woman. She was one of the few
Ah,
women in the tech industry back
uh-huh.
in the like late 70s, early 80s. She went to
Wow.
carpentry school, that kind of stuff.
Wow. Wow.
She
Wow.
knew how to do electrical work, all that.
Uh-huh.
And so,
Yeah.
and I learned, me and my brother, we learned all that, and we ended up in kind of like the same
Mhm.
the same industry.
Yes.
You know.
Because I know at one point you worked for one of the top tech companies in Oregon and around the
Yeah.
world. Everybody who
Yeah.
uses a computer has probably used a little fragment of something that you've touched with your hands or your brain.
Mhm.
I don't know if you still work with them, but that's not important. What's important to me now is that you're able to crisscross many worlds effortlessly, and that probably uh, could 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 be the reason why you excel in all of these things, because you say you immerse yourself very well. So
Yeah.
let's talk about your storytelling
All right.
and what kind of genre you typically write about.
Mostly, I would say 75, 80% of it is sci-fi, and
Sci-fi.
not hard sci-fi. I write soft sci-fi is what they call it, because I'm not an astrophysicist, so if I needed to
You
know about
could
this,
be if you
I
want
could,
to.
well, I mean, I dabble a little bit in it, and only because when I write something that
Mm,
is actual science, I want it to be accurate.
I see.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. So you're into sci-fi. And tell us, for those who are not very familiar with sci-fi, because I may have some, who knows, maybe some boomers, some X's, some, who are not very, very
Yeah.
steeped into sci-fi. Tell us, what's sci-fi all about?
Well, there's different kinds of sci-fi. That's the thing. So you have within science fiction,
Hmm.
you have space opera, which
Hmm.
are mostly based, like, it's on a ship, not on Earth. It's somewhere out in the
Okay.
galaxy somewhere.
Yeah.
Think of like Gardens of the Galaxy. It's a space opera.
Wow.
So is Star Wars. Star Wars is a space opera.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then you have hard sci-fi, like 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Hmm.
Um, Arthur C. Clarke, Heinlein, those guys.
Hmm.
Those are hard sci-fi. There's like big science behind
Hmm.
those.
Okay.
Then you have, science fiction romance.
Okay. Okay. And look like you dabble into that.
No,
Okay. All right.
I
Maybe I'm
don't know. I'm not
mistaken.
a romance writer.
I thought you were sci-fi romance.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, so
And
that's funny.
what kind of problems do you attempt to solve with your sci-fi uh, genre of writing?
Um, as far as like socially,
Socially,
yeah.
technically,
Yeah. Well,
philosophically, or morally, spiritually? It's
sorry, excuse me.
okay.
It's kind of hard to explain, because I want humanity to look in the mirror,
I see.
see what's wrong, and
Mm,
not just see what's wrong, go like, oh, humanity's doomed, but
mm,
look at it and go, we can fix this.
okay.
So I show the good, the bad, and the ugly, but in the end, I want you to see all of it and then go, yeah, you know what? We could probably do better.
Mm.
I didn't have much hope for humanity a few years back. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, oh yeah, we're done. Humanity's going down the toilet, and now I'm just kind of like, I think we can fix it. I think, you know if we can collectively look at our world and
Yeah,
ourselves in the
yeah,
mirror, and
yeah.
acknowledge that
Yes.
we messed up. We
Yep.
need to fix it. So,
Yep. Okay. That's really interesting. So it's a very contemplative work in which you help us look back and then look forward to see we're not as messed up as we seem. And that's encouraging, because I'm eternally an optimist.